Hello, I'm George. I'm the founder and creator of Dogma Games, and I'm currently working on my first commercial game called Wake Out of Twilight. You can really help me out just by going to my Steam page and wishlisting my game. It would mean so much to me. The description will be in the links below. And today I am continuing on creating a level. This is going to be part two of creating one of my later levels in my game. I have the design here. And then the last video that I made in part one, I created basically all the players' interactions going up through this area and then to the save point. So what I have left to do is basically this part to the right over here. I explained it in the first video, but I'll go over it again. I do need to create, this represents a key card, which you'll need to finally finish the level. And I need to make it so that it resets when the player dies, because that's not a current feature, and I'll just have to adjust the script a little bit to, fulfill my needs in that aspect. And what this is going to be is a diagonal moving platform. The player is going to have to move it out of the way to open up this little area so they can go and run in to get it, and they're going to have to time it also because this is going to be a vertically moving security laser that could kill the player if it hits them, and it's going to be going up and down past this little platform right here. And so if the user doesn't time it right, they'll get zapped right here. And also once they get the key card too, they're going to have to also use this platform to jump on top of this platform too, so that they can get over here. So this energy, this security beam that's moving up and down is going to serve two purposes. Once they get here, they're going to have to jump onto the spring, up to this spot, onto this spring, over here, and this is where they're going to finish the level. While they're jumping on the springs, these are going to be energy fields that are going that are moving up and down that can get the laser. So there's going to be like a little timing challenge for the player to get to the top. And yeah, so if you were with me for part one, this is what we've made so far. It doesn't look like much now because I still have to go through and put a bunch of decorations in it, but I am going to basically be doing the functionality part to it. And remember, like, a lot of this is pretty much just like copy paste from another level, but I've been slowly molding the way to the next area. Okay, so what do we have here? To have enough space to go to the next level, a lot of this is going to have to be over here, because we're using this space right here, and the user is going to have to run all the way over here. So let's make it so that this is going to have to be erased. Let's get some space open, and I'm probably going to fast forward through this part because this is kind of just going to be adding and deleting from the tile maps, and so I'll let you know when I'm doing something interesting again, and I'll just fast forward through this. I'm at the point where I think there's something I need to debug, and I want to show you guys. So if you've you might have noticed when I was had to sped up the video, but I moved the oh no, not that, no, sorry. I moved the spawn point, which is right here. So I set it so that like my player will go to the spawn point every time, you know, an instance of the player starts. So if I move it when I'm debugging the game, I can kind of skip all the parts that I made already. So that way I don't need to, you know, like I said in my previous video, I don't have to master my own game just to develop it. But if I'm playing, so I set it to spawn at the spawn point. When I come over here, my plan is to jump onto this. The platform will shoot up, and then I have to drop off to get this key card right here, and then I come back over here. So that part is so far good. Oh, maybe too late. And remember, I have to reset the key card. But that wasn't what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you, so once I step onto this and it goes and it comes back, there's a bug that I actually haven't seen before. But when I jump on it again, it's not resetting. And it's because I actually set this flag right here to, you know, to turn off, and it's still not working actually. Yeah, and it's just not slinging again. So I have to debug that. So I'm going to take some time to debug that, and that's going to, you know, be, you know, what I'm doing for the next few minutes. So I will get back to you when I find a solution. Okay, so I'm back from debugging, and I fixed the issue. But let me backtrack to show you what was going on with my original script. Okay, so it was originally something like this, where I would say if at any point the absolute value of the current position is greater than the destination when we're going there, and more importantly when we're returning, if at any point the current position is less than the initial position, then it would reset everything. But the problem with that was, like, depending on the calculation, like this is a script that worked before, but depending on the calculation, that it would get stuck at like an incredibly small amount. Like say if it started at 0, it would get stuck at, like, say maybe like point. Oh, you can kind of see the numbers here. If you see, like, this is like a scientific notation, like exponentially, like 5 zeros, and then 1.17. So it was like a crazy amount small, but it wasn't exactly 0, even though it looked like it reset. But so what I did to fix that, let me go back, is I actually created like a small threshold, which was like, if it gets within, I want to say like when it gets within like 0.02 like decimals close enough to the to like where I want it to be. So like the absolute value of the current position minus the initial position, if that's lower than the threshold, then I want it to reset. So that was actually the problem, or that at least fixes a problem. And I know I didn't intend to get too technical with these videos, but that's currently what it is. But now you can see it's coming back to a position that looks like it is, like, you know, the exact position that we wanted it to be, and it looks like it's working. So yes, oops, but yeah, so you can kind of see how these work. Yeah, there's some other issues going on with it too, but what I want the player to do is tag it and then come get this and then try to get back out. And then the next time they go onto it, they'll like start, you know, doing the jumping puzzles over here. And so that's what I'm going to build now. So I will fast forward until I get to the cool parts again. Okay, so now I've done kind of making like the basic layout of like what the structure of like the last part of the level is going to be. Um, but you saw this part where I get the key card already, but now I'm going to show you like how the player like finishes the level. Um, and it's going to be like we want the player to get on here. I need to make this energy thing go higher because I do want it to be like more of a threat when he gets to the top. I want the user to come here onto this platform and to jump over here, and this will be like a little safe area. But there will be also an energy thing going up and down right here, which I will make soon. And I want it to be so that the player goes here, and this is a normal bounce. And since I taught the player earlier in this level how to do a super bounce by tapping the jump button right when they get to the spring, the player shouldn't have like a second chance at this. They should have to jump and then super bounce here. Oops. So with that energy thing that's going right there, I want the player to jump and then super bounce on the first try. It seems hard. There, jump, and then it's going to be the same idea here. Like they only get one chance at a super bounce, and I took 2 tries, but if you see here, it is definitely possible. And so after that, actually, you know what I could do is, since I'm hitting my head right there, I could probably make that even shorter. I could make this only like a 1 block safe area, and I think, yep, I will be able to jump over there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of 1 block there, and then super jump, oh, super jump here, and this will be the end of the level. So let me clean up some of the blocks, and I will start making these energy fields that are like going up, and they should, you know, be more of a threat to the player. Just something I want to point out, something before I continue too far is, you know, I was kind of just playing around with the layers because I kind of wanted, I got obsessed with this cool look right here. Like I put, you know, a semi-transparent mesh right here because I want these lasers to like go behind the ground, but I think it's like a cool effect for the player to see that this is like the same, you know, security laser that's going behind the ground, and it's the same one that's going to threat them right here on the bottom, and then one right here at the top. And so this is kind of, if you could see my scene window, this is kind of what's going to be happening. So I won't go for the key card this time because I have not created this create resetting type key card yet, but basically this is kind of the level. Get right here. Oh, don't get hit by that laser right there. And now right here, if I try to just bounce on this, by the time I come back down, that laser is definitely going to hit me. So what the player needs to do is jump over when the time is right and use a super jump to make sure that they get it on the first try. And then that one I didn't. But when you get to the top, then that's where the fun stuff is going to happen. But the next thing I need to do is I need to create a variation of this key card where it's going to make sure that the it's going to make sure that the user cannot use it once they die. So they have to do it all in one life. So that's going to be the next thing I do, and I will try to see in the script if I can find out where I can make that happen. Okay, so looking at the script, I've created a collectible script that I kind of give to anything that the player can pick up. This key card is included in one of those. So let's create a new flag for it called, let's see, it's going to be a boolean, and we're going to call it is resetting equals false by default. You know, I know some of us here may not be expecting me to get into like the coding part of it. If you didn't know already, like coding is my expertise, it's my background. It's what I have a lot of fun doing too when I'm coding games or when I'm creating games. If you guys would like to see more coding videos in the future, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I can definitely make more coding videos. If you prefer more like the Unity kind of stuff, or just the stuff related to my game specifically, also let me know, and it will give me an idea of what I can make in the future. Okay, before I continue and kind of finish the level off, I kind of wanted to show you my progress. I did create this resetting key card now. There is a slight bug on it that I do want to fix before I move on, but this video is getting kind of long, so I want to just show where it is right now. Like I said, I needed a resetting key card, and so I need to time it right. Like I said, I need to get good at my own game. So now I got the key card, right? And then, like I said, I want the user to finish the level all in one life, because what could happen is if you die, the new feature that I just added is this key card returns to its normal spot, and you also spawn. It would be back here, but yeah, you would also spawn, kind of returning to do the challenge all over again. So it would be like you get the key card, you come over here, and then now you're just doing all of that again. But that's pretty much it now. Somehow, okay, there's a bug there then. And I have to, oh, I know why that's happening. But so that's a bug. I can fix that later, but what I'm going to do now is going to finish the level over here. And just so you know that, like, I actually do know what's happening is, like, when I'm instantiating this new card, I'm basically creating a new one, and the new card, if I could find it over here, where is it? Oh, I don't have it anymore because I collected it. Yeah, but this new card, it was set with a check mark on it, which is like basically what all my key cards have been doing so far. So it kind of created with the default settings, and it reverted back. So I will have to fix that. But until then, I am going to kind of finish off the level so you can kind of see the flow. So I believe I'm pretty much done with the layout of the level. As you can see, I kind of made it a little bit more nice. If you see my first video, you know that I make a pass like this, kind of pretty up the edges that I was kind of like sloppily doing before. And the next step would be to like add all the decorations and like kind of the pretty pixel art that I've been making, and I've had help making too. But I will try to demo the second half of this level. My intention was just to show you kind of like what the process is for me to that goes into creating these levels that I've created. I have a possibility of doing it in one shot, and then yep, and everything works, and then you go to the next level, and then that's what you see. So luckily I was able to show you how it tended to work. There's obviously some bugs, but that's something I could do on my own without having to bore you guys. So once again, if you would like, it would help me out a ton if you can go to my Steam page, wishlist the game Wake Out of Twilight, and there's a free demo out right now. If you would like to try it out, I'll leave a link in the description of the video. Please comment and let me know what you thought of it. Everyone have a good day, and I look forward to creating more content with you. Thank you very much, and